I will have to check that out. Oh yeah. Do you think it was a coincidence Biden dropped out on National Ice Cream Day? I read that earlier today. I was fucking stunned. Apparently, no one on his staff knew that he was going to do that. They found out through the tweet. So I think what must have happened is Biden, with like a stuffy nose with COVID, was like, shit. He checks his phone. He's like, National Ice Cream Day, fuck. And then just sends a resignation. I gotta go with some. That's probably what happened, yeah. That conspiracy's probably the right one. You hear that soon astronauts will no longer have to wear adult diapers and will instead be able to drink their recycled piss? Fuck yeah. It's awesome. The Forbes video basically covers it. Is this an actual good breakdown?
That's Chairman of the House Judiciary Committee, Mr. Jordan from Ohio.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Director, were you guessing or lying? The day after President Trump is shot, Secret Service spokesman Anthony Guglielmi said, quote, the assertion that a member of the former president's security team requested additional security resources that the U.S. Secret Service or the Department of Homeland Security rebuffed is absolutely false. The next day, Secretary Mayorkas said that is an unequivocally false assertion. We had not received any request for additional security measures that were rebuffed. But 5 days later, the Washington Post said this. Top officials
Damn, this guy did his homework.
Rejected requests from Donald Trump's security detail for more personnel. The next day, the New York Times said this. Mr. Guglielmi acknowledged that the Secret Service had turned down some requests for additional federal security assets for Mr. Trump's detail. So which is it? Because both statements can't be true. Were you guessing or lying when you said you didn't turn down requests from President Trump's detail?
Neither, sir, and I appreciate the question.
Well, what
Wait, what?
Those statements don't jive.
So what I can tell you is that for the event in Butler, there were no requests that were denied. As far as requests...
Well, maybe they got tired of asking. Maybe you turned them down.
This guy has a voice of like every background character in a Ubisoft open world game. I don't know who this is, but every time he speaks, all I hear is like an NPC like, hey, watch where you're going. He literally sounds like that fucking stock voice actor that does those. No, I know, Potato. That shit's awful.
Much, they said, not worth asking. How many times did you turn them down ahead of that?
No idea,
Tyler.
Tyler.
I think that it is important to distinguish between what some people may view as a denial of an asset or a request.
Well,
I appreciate that, Skull Queen, and yeah, absolutely, go for it.
He said he acknowledged the Secret Service had turned down some requests. I'm asking how many?
Tier
A
1
denial of a request does not equal a vulnerability.
Well, tell me what it is.
There are a number of ways that threats and risks can be mitigated with a number of different assets, whether that be through personnel, whether that be through technology, or other resources.
Well, tell the committee which it was. They asked for additional help in some
Glad
form
to hear
or
that,
another.
Josiah.
You told them no. How many times did you tell them no, and what'd you tell them no to?
Again, I cannot speak to specific incidents, but I can tell you in general terms, the Secret Service is judicious with their resources based on...
What does some requests mean? How many times? Some indicate requests is plural. So more than once they asked for additional help and you turned them down. What did they ask for and how many times did you turn them down? Pretty basic questions.
So again, without having all of the details in front of me, sir, what I can tell you is that there are times...
You didn't get briefed.
This is going fucking nowhere. This is going like legitimately nowhere. All of these fucking conferences and hearings seem to be absolutely worthless. Like legitimately worthless. His membership, Clint. The full of shit one is better. This one?
I have to say, Director, we're pretty close to the halfway point during this. You answered more questions with an ABC reporter than you have with members of Congress. We have a lot more questions. The American people are demanding that we get answers to those questions, and that's what the purpose of this hearing is today.
It is failing in its purpose,
I'm sure
brother, from what I've heard
a lot of the
already.
questions that have already been asked are going to be asked again, and hopefully we can get some answers to those questions. I strongly implore you to answer those questions. You're here,
I played Gart in a
With a
band
subpoena?
for Bad Game Night.
and we expect you to answer the questions.
You
Chair
remember
now
TWS?
recognizes Ms. Mace from South Carolina.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Director Cheatle, the American people are watching, and they're wondering if there are any questions you can answer honestly today. So, Director Cheatle, I have a series of questions, very specific questions. I want very specific answers. Most of my questions are going to demand a yes or no answer. Do you understand?
I do.
Okay. my
That wasn't
first
a yes.
question.
Should have said
Both
yes.
sides of the aisle today have asked for your resignation. Would you like to use my 5 minutes to draft your resignation letter, yes or no?
No, thank you.
Was this a colossal failure?
It was a failure.
Yes. or
Colossal.
No? Was it
Colossal?
A colossal failure is the question.
How big?
Yes or no?
I have admitted this is a terrible.
This is a yes or no series of questions. Was it
approximately how big of a
colossal
failure?
Yes or no?
Metric system, please.
Yes.
Was this tragedy preventable? Yes or no?
Yes.
Has the Secret Service been transparent with this committee?
Yes.
Would you say the fact that we had to issue a subpoena to get you to show up today as being transparent? Yes or no?
I have always been
Yes
eager to
or no?
come
You didn't
and
want to
talk
answer
to
the question.
committee.
We had to issue a subpoena to get you to show up today. That is not transparent, by the way. You stated earlier Secret Service is not political. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Would you say leaking your opening statement to Punchbowl News, Politico's Playbook, and Washington Post several
What the
hours
fuck is Punch Bowl News? Is that like her daughter's scholastic news reporting section? What the fuck is that? Wait, you're telling me the Secret Service director broke the story to Punch Bowl News? Is that real? Thanks for the membership, Kaido. No, he's never seen that. He's never watched Skinwalker Ranch. Pop Crave. Pop Crave as the breaking. Secret Service only communicates directly with Pop Crave and Dexerto. Nothing else. God damn it. I think the tier 1's YOLO.
before you sent it to this committee as being political. Yes or no?
I have no idea how my statement got out.
Well, that's bullshit. So, Mr. Chairman,
Oh, hey, pardon
I
my
would like
French.
to ask unanimous
Bullshit.
consent to enter into the record articles by Punchbowl News, Political Playbook, Washington Post, all done at 5:24 a.m., 6:12 a.m., 6:34 a.m. A solid 3 to 4 hours before this committee got your statement.
Without objection to ordered.
Okay. Is the Secret Service fully cooperating with our committee?
Not the air quotes. Uh-oh.
Yes.
Okay, you say you're fully cooperating with this committee. On July 15th, this committee sent you a list of demands of information that we wanted. Has the Secret Service provided this committee a complete list of all law enforcement personnel that were there that day? Have you done that? Have you provided a list to the Oversight Committee? Yes or
I
no?
will have to get back to you on that.
That is a no. Have you provided all audio and video recordings in your possession to this committee, as we asked on July 15th? Yes or no?
I would have to get back to you.
That is a no. You're full of shit today. You're just being completely dishonest. Mr. Chairman. Completely
Mr.
dishonest.
Chairman,
Hey.
I want to
Please.
Mr.
Oh, please. Come on. Naughty language in the house of God. Are you out of your mind? Get her out of here. Get her out of here. This lack of professionalism is more insulting than the Secret Service's failure. Unbelievable. Oh my God. Why I never. Is that real, Katie? Holy shit. I haven't seen that.
we have to maintain decorum in this committee,
Any,
no matter
have
how
you provided
upset we
any
get.
and all memos to this committee that we've asked you on July 15th? Have you provided all memorandums within the Secret Service?
I would have to get back to you on that.
That is a no. You are being dishonest or lying. Like you're being dishonest here with this committee. These are important questions that the American people want answers to, and you're just dodging and talking
Not
around
really.
in general.
She's not even dodging. Like, her answers are still very much obviously, like, they're not fooling anyone. It's very obvious what's happening. I mean, what's happening here. It's not like her saying, well, I'll have to get back to you. It's not like anyone's going to hear that and be like, oh, well, maybe she did submit it. Maybe she just isn't 100% sure. Like, everyone knows. Thanks for the membership, Geronimo. Resub Smoke. Yeah, that makes sense, Jackie. Yeah, it does definitely speak more to her just not really giving a fuck. Like, yeah, maybe. And yeah, I saw the new Spawn movie's got a name and everything.
And we had to subpoena you to be here, and you won't even answer the questions. We have asked you repeatedly to answer our questions. This isn't hard. These are not hard questions. Have you provided us all communications from the Secret Service related to that day and that rally? Have you provided this committee? We've asked for this information on July 15th. Have you provided any of this information that this committee has asked of the Secret
Well, I'm gonna have to
Service?
check.
Any of it?
I'll have to get back to you.
Have you
Yeah, no, I
even-
have to check. We put the intern on that the day you said it. We just have to make sure that they're not doing whippets right now and on task. And I'm sure they are. Yeah, no, I just have to get back to you on it. That's all. It's a yes. Yes, I did. It's on its way. Did you check the mailbox?
Read this letter that we sent you. Did you even read this?
Yes.
Okay. And you have said you don't know, you have no idea. The
membership
answer
omen.
is no. We haven't gotten a single document or piece of information or data from you or your agency in related to the rally that we have asked you for. So, is this
a joke to you?
Assassination of Donald Trump a failure of training or execution or both?
That's not yes or no.
I think that those are answers that we need to
Training,
examine.
execution, or both? Which one?
I think those are answers.
All
we
right.
need
How
to
many
determine.
how many Secret Service personnel have lost their jobs due to this colossal failure?
At this time, none.
How many Secret Service
Good.
personnel have been required to take a refresher course on how not to let people shoot Donald Trump?
Our personnel are currently
That was an interesting question. It's so snarky. Oh my goodness. That's so very snarky.
operational. We are examining the facts of this investigation, and we will make the changes necessary.
What time did law enforcement become aware that there was an individual on the roof with a clear line of sight to President Trump?
There was a shooter?
I am still verifying timelines.
I'll have to get back to
Of
you.
course.
That's news to me.
9 days in, you have no answers. How many minutes went by between the time law enforcement saw and took photos of crooks and the shooting? How many minutes?
I am still verifying timelines.
57 minutes.
No, that can't
Thank
be
you,
right.
Mr. Chairman, and I yield back.
Gentlelady yields back.
I'll have to get back to
Recognize
you.
Ms.
Those
Stansberry.
minutes have to be completely calculated incorrectly. It's ridiculous. Wow, that was enlightening. Thank you, Secret Service Director. These truly feel fucking worthless. Like the people that go in there, the Secret Service Director, goofball during the first hearing, they literally go up there and they just say nothing. It's just like, well, maybe. I'm gonna have to check with my superior. I don't know. My dad called and I missed the call. Maybe he was gonna tell me, but I don't know right now. It's just so fucking worthless. Why do you think they'll say nothing? Well, the reason's obvious, but still, it's like completely useless. It's unbelievable how inept the government is when it comes to how it runs. Everything is abominably slow and beyond disorganized. Like all the fucking problems we had with U.S. immigration. Lawsuits. I'll be honest with the lawsuit, it's not going that well anymore because the government is so fucking slimy. What should have been a slam dunk case against U.S. immigration is turning into a giant fucking headache. But it's so ridiculous. It's unbelievable how inept it is. Like, I know everyone likes to attribute all of the shortcomings and failures to conspiracy, but the truth of the matter is, the people there are just dumb. Like, they're actually fucking stupid. Like, legitimately stupid. Is she archive? I don't know shit about Nancy Mace. Never seen that name in my life. I don't know anything about her. Everyone is stupid except me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Brother, I'm dumb too. If I worked in government, I'd probably also be fucking terrible at my job as well. I'm just saying, everyone likes to attribute to conspiracy what's easily explained through incompetence. I've been seeing it firsthand with U.S. immigration. I promise you, a lot of the things you think are conspiratorial are actually just like fucking glue-huffing losers in there that cannot do what they are supposed to do. Thanks for membership, Alex. Charlie for head of Secret Service. I'd be literally the worst possible person for that position. It'd be terrible. Thanks for your sub, bestest, bro. The person most qualified to be head of the Secret Service is a person you've never heard of in your fucking life. I would never want to know the head of the Secret Service. I'd immediately lose trust. You're supposed to be secret, for God's sakes. Choose someone that I don't know. Fucking Jason Bourne or something. How do you feel about Biden dropping out of the race? I think everyone knew that was coming. That's actually not true. I genuinely didn't think he would. People were hoping he would, and then he actually did, and everyone kind of lost their mind for a minute. But I ultimately think that there wasn't a whole lot of other options for him. Thanks, membership, Nacho. He waited till like the last possible second to drop out. This guy said, fuck it, I'm out. Good luck. Ooh, Dale from Detroit Urban Survival Training could be a good candidate for Secret Service. What's Dale up to these days? This is a great time for him. He could have easily capitalized off this. Here's how I'd stop the shooter. I'd activate the Mangekyo Sharingan, and I'd fucking Kamui up into the top, right in front of him. And then grab the rifle, break the wrist, turn it on him. 2 shots, frontal lobe. But I didn't see him do anything. Yeah, he's just not staying active now. How to protect yourself from a shooter. He had an easy layup here to get his name back out there. How to stop a sniper. Legal Eagle's thumbnail on the assassination attempt was crazy. Wait, why did Legal Eagle cover the assassination? Wait. The assassin didn't realize that this was an illegal act. Let me show you what it could have been like. That is quite the thumbnail. I still really like Legal Eagle, though. Every video I've watched from Legal Eagle I thought's been a banger. Joe Biden might be dead, what you think? I've seen that conspiracy floating around. I don't think he's dead. I'm sure he's fine. Right now, Dark Brandon's just lounging. He's posting up. Make sure to smash that like button and thumbs up, ring the bell, tell your mom I said hi. Yeah, that's about it. See ya.